This podcast was brought to you by Dare Media Group, daring Australian radio entertainment. Find out more at daremediagroup.com.au.
Thanks for listening and for downloading the AM Mayhem podcast. This episode may include content that may not be suitable for all listeners. Full content warnings are available at daremediagroup.com.au. Now, let's get into it.
This episode of Behind the Riffs is proudly presented by Dare Media Group. Behind the Riffs is a music show with attitude. We dive deep into the stories behind the songs, and sometimes those stories aren't pretty. While we do aim to entertain, inform, and occasionally crack a joke or two, some of the content may be confronting or not suitable for all listeners. We're here to rock, not to traumatize. So if this stuff hits too close to home, skip this one or proceed with caution. Listener discretion is advised, and don't take us too seriously. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Behind the Riffs for another week. How are we all?
Hello, I'm good.
G'day. How you going?
G'day. G'day.
G'day. How are ya?
We're good.
So,
we're good. We're pumped. We're good. We're ready to go.
Yeah, we were all rather pumped for this one because this episode sort of came up organically through a conversation that we were having. Well, actually, specifically through Kaite's Corner, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
This whole thing started from a Katie's Corner from AM Mayhem.
So what was the question that you asked us originally?
Like, if you had to think of, like, the theme song to your life, what would it be?
Yeah, and this came back to sort of something that I've been, like, toying with in my head as a concept for a Behind the Riffs that I didn't quite know what to do. And then that sort of solidified it as like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like soundtrack to your life.
Yeah.
And it almost actually sort of made me think of another show we have on Radio X, the mixtape.
Yes, where they pick 6 tracks and it's a show based on how someone's career started. You know what I mean? And shower thoughts and all that sort of stuff.
We love shower thoughts on.
We love shower thoughts
on Radio X.
Everyone loves a good shower thought.
We have a lot of shower thoughts here.
Yeah, that's like half the. It's like half our content.
That's right.
So we sort of decided to take that concept and run with it. And what we ended up with was an episode with, so we'll be playing 6 songs today, 2 from each of us. And sort of the concept that I came up with before the show was, so this is a imaginary movie that's either about your life or that mirrors your life, the things that are important to you. And every movie's every track on a movie's soundtrack has a different feel and use case to it. Yes. You've got like a title theme, a triumphant theme, a building tension theme, a battle theme. So I thought, between the 3 of us, there's probably there's a lot of content there.
Absolutely.
Like, and a lot of things that we're going to be able to talk about. So I knew we weren't going to be able to fit it into one episode. So I'm declaring this the Soundtrack to Your Life Volume 1.
Yay! We get to do this again.
Yeah, so I'm so glad everyone's excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
I feel included, because the typical flow of this show is Scott and I have no idea what you're bringing until we are on air.
Until we're live, yeah. And I had to think about, like, like at what point do I, like, how do I approach this? How do I bring you guys into it? So I'm sort of doing it a little more off the cuff today because, truth be told, I don't really know how to do an episode of Behind the Riffs collaboratively. So it's gonna be new for all of us.
It's okay. I'm sure we've got this.
So we're gonna have 2 songs each today, and this is in the context of an imaginary movie that's about your life. So today we've got the movie's title track.
Yes.
So the title track may not necessarily be the main theme. The title track is, as I explained to you guys before the show, basically whatever is playing during the intro when the movie's name is displayed on screen. So the example I gave was the movie Cars. The title track is that groovy, like, upbeat,
Slow
bluesy
down,
rock song.
You're gonna crash.
That's the
Baby,
one.
you're screaming yeah, that one.
That's the one. Yeah, so we've got the movie's title track, and then for lack of a better word, the building tension theme.
Yes.
Which I also described as your walkout song. This is the build up to the part of a movie where something epic happens.
Now, there's also an important piece of information that all the songs that we picked, they had to be rock songs.
They did have to be rock songs due to the format of the station.
Yes.
Although we may even turn Soundtrack to Your Life into its own show for our new station, Dare Variety Radio, where we'll be able to play whatever the bloody hell we want.
Yes.
G'day.
There we go. Brainwave on air.
Brainwave on air. That's a great idea. And we can play whatever genre we like.
That's right.
So, who would like to be first?
Oh, don't leave that up to us.
Go, Katie.
No one wants to be first.
I'm scared.
I mean, I can go first if you want.
Yeah, okay, you go first.
Okay, you go first. You break the virginity, yeah.
Oh, jeez. That was a very specific usage of words.
You're going to pop the cherry.
So, the song that I chose for sort of my title theme, I sort of tried to imagine, like, you know, what sort of songs have I been listening to in my life during, like, these like getting started moments, like start of a project, sort of, you know, new sort of chapter in my life. Like that's where a movie starts usually.
Yeah.
And I am obsessed with my headphones. Like, my headphones go everywhere with me. So a lot of the time I am actually listening to these songs almost as the soundtrack to my life.
Yeah.
Which led me to pick a track that's from Ghost's 2022 album Impera. So
How did
this
I
is my
know it was gonna
favorite.
be Ghost?
I mean, it had to be Ghost.
It had to be.
So this
Ghost.
is my like single favorite album. This is one of the perfect albums in my opinion. There's very few that I can listen to like just beginning to end without skipping anything. So this album begins with like an instrumental prelude. But the first song proper is a track called Kaiserion. And that's
say it again. Kaiserion?
Kaiserion.
Kaiserion.
So that's the song I'm going to be playing next. And I imagine that this would be the intro sequence title track to a movie about my life.
Okay.
So coming up next.
Let's hear it.
Let's get it. Is Kaiserion by Ghost. And that was Kaiserion by Ghost.
That was really cool. The
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
There you go, live radio, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry about that.
Apparently my voice broke it.
What a great song that is, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. I love the, like, again, ghosts have a bit of an orchestral feel to them, don't they?
Yeah, they have that like really atmospheric like arena rock vibe.
They do.
And that's sort of what I love about this song as like the intro track to a movie that like represents me, because it's got that like I sort of think of myself as a very like bombastic person. I dance at times when it's inappropriate. Like I do big gestures. I sing and like this song is that vibe to me. Is like this song is the vibe of dancing in public and not giving a shit what anyone thinks.
I was reading along with the lyrics as well. Some of the lyrics that particularly interested me was things like, this another deadline whistling past, regrets over the years, that sort of thing. Is that something that rings true for you? Is that sort of why you'd picked this song?
So yeah, that particular lyric, the sound of another deadline whistling past your ears, the sights of a million regrets mounting over years. When I hear that, especially because this song is at almost the very start of the album it's on, and it's something that I listen to a lot, like in the morning.
Yeah.
So I find myself often thinking about this, like this concept that the reason I know why not taking a shot or, not taking a chance on something leads to regrets is because I have them. And that's the main reminder to like, you know what? Try it. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
You fail and then you
start again.
Then you start again.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's like a theme that comes up very frequently among us is it's easier to edit a first draft than an empty page.
That's right.
It very much is, and that can be applied to anywhere in life.
Yeah. So this song for me sort of represents like being at the start of its album, being about, especially the lyric at the start, building an empire from the ashes of an old. Like this song to me represents getting going.
Yeah.
And like
putting a chapter
like
to
moving
bed,
on
with your life.
Yeah, moving on from whatever may have happened yesterday, and like, okay, we're gonna do something great.
Yeah, I love that.
That's good.
Are you guys? I'm about to steal something else from one of those meetings. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
So Scotty would like to go next.
Oh, sure, I can go next. That's no worries at all. I can do that. So, do I start? I can go, yeah?
Just start talking, I suppose.
Yeah, okay. So we're doing intros first. So Scotty's intro is...
my intro is Nickelback and Should Have Listened. So I guess that that particular track for me marks a line in the sand for my life, I would say. It's when I look back at my teenage years, because by the time I was kind of like 23, my life had changed direction somewhat, and I had fallen in love with another woman, and while I was still married, and I guess that's probably why that song, or the song that I've picked, is probably so close to my heart, because it kind of represents everything that used to be what I would be like prior to 23, if that makes sense. Maybe my theme song should have been when I was 23 or something like that. But no, this one, and like the thing is, this particular song, this whole entire band is like, I feel like it's kind of a soundtrack to your life.
Soundtrack to your life.
So let's get it on the radio.
Scott Browning, this is your life.
That's right. I'm in the spotlight. So the song I've picked is Nickelback. Are any of you surprised? Nickelback.
No,
should
it
have
had
listened.
To be Nickelback.
So Nathan, if you want to put that on, and we'll
have a chat.
Have a chat afterwards. So here it is, Nickelback, and Should Have Listened on Behind the Riffs.
Coming right up.
There's clothes all over the floor.
Yeah, so
And
there.
that was Should Have...
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Sorry. And that was Should Have Listened by Nickelback from their 2003 album, The Long Road.
Funny how it's that all kind of marries up and links in with what I'm talking about, right?
The Long Road.
Look, let me tell you, that song cuts me deep every time, because I feel like it was a bit of a, a bit of a long road. I'm looking at the line here where it says, a little trick I picked up from my father, in one ear and out the other. I mean, we went through a very similar thing. And, you know, when it comes to this particular person we're talking about, it is like what they say. It just goes in one ear and out the other. It's, like I said, the song makes me all, not sad and emotional, but like very reflective, if that makes sense.
Do you ever listen to this song and when you're reflecting, and it's sort of like an internalized moment of like, oh, that's where I've gone wrong sort of thing? Yeah,
basically.
And yeah, right.
And then
That's
I look
deep.
now, like kind of 12 years on, and it's, but yeah, we'll get into that in the next song. So.
In Scotty's next song.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to our third intro, Kaite, what have you got for us?
So the song that I chose for my theoretical movie intro is Iconic by Simple Plan. No? No one knows the song?
Oh,
no,
yes.
I'm not familiar with the song, no.
Okay, so Simple Plan for me was actually a band that I grew up with, but the reason that I chose this particular song, it's actually one of their newer songs that they've released in the last, I think 2 or 3 years ago. Not long ago, anyway. Oh. But some of the biggest reasons that I chose this song is, for me, like, I get told a lot, and in very different formats, that I just can't do something. And I've gotten this feedback for my entire life, basically, right back to childhood. You can't do this, you can't do that, you're not cut out for this, you shouldn't be doing that, that's for the boys, blah, 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 blah. Can't do it.
Can't do that.
You can't do that. And the second part that sort of gets me is, this is going to sound a little cheesy, but like I've always sort of felt that I was meant for more. Now, more, I don't know what more is, but I know that I'm not going to be this version of me forever. I don't know how I'm going to get to the whatever I end up being, but I know I'm not going to be this forever. But I don't know how to get there yet.
Right.
Very touching.
That's a little deep.
That was very deep.
Sorry.
Or iconic. Iconic is another word for it. Yeah.
Coming up next, Iconic by Simple Plan.
I'm gonna be iconic.
And that was Iconic by Simple Plan from Harder Than It Looks, their 2022 album. and their first record in 6 years since Taking One for the Team in 2016.
Taking One for the Team was another good album. But yes, there you go. It was 3 years ago. There you go.
That was a really good song. Never heard it before, but I don't know what I expected, but as soon as it came on, I was like, okay, I can probably vibe with this.
I can vibe, yeah. It's when you go back 15 years in Simple Plan, this is a very different sound for them.
Right.
And I kind of love it. Like that it's still got the Simple Plan vibe to it, but like Simple Plan from 15 years ago was a little more whiny, whereas Simple Plan, you know, the 2020 onwards versions of Simple Plan, it's like they grew up.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it's got a bit more attitude to it.
It does, yeah. It's a little more punchy. It's a little more earthy. I like it.
Yeah, it's got it's less of a like you're not my real dad kind of in your face and get out of my way. I've got shit to do sort of in your face.
Exactly. Yes. That's exactly it. Move your shit. I've got stuff to do.
I'm an adult.
And
I need to do things that I don't want to do. So let's make it as quick as possible.
Yes. I would agree with that.
All right. So moving on to the second half of our show. So the second song that I had everybody pick was what I described in filmmaking terms as the building tension theme. Also, the eve of battle or your walkout song. This is the build-up to where something epic happens. This isn't necessarily the part where you're fighting through the hordes of enemies, but the part where you're getting ready to. And I guess based on the way the first half went, I guess I'm going first for this half. So the song that I picked was, so this is Break the Rules by Simon Viklund. Surprise, surprise, Swedish. My God, it's almost like everything I listen to is Swedish.
Yeah.
The Swedes. The Swedes.
But so this song is special to me because it's from my favorite video game. So Break the Rules is one of the character themes to the video game Payday 2. So Payday 2 is a game about robbing banks, basically, where you and three friends do like it. It's like for people who haven't played it, it's probably a mixture of like a Call of Duty style game, and then like the bank heists from Grand Theft Auto.
Roger.
And this game has an unbelievably like iconic soundtrack, and it's one I wish I could talk about more because unfortunately it's nearly all techno music.
I mean, I can
but
vibe.
this is, well, I can't talk about it on the show because we're a rock show. But so I was able to sneak this one on though, because this is one of the few rock songs on the Payday soundtrack. And this came out for an expansion for the game where you could play as the character Scarface, as portrayed by Al Pacino.
As in, like, yeah, it's got the mobster.
Yeah, as in, you want to play rough? Say hello to my little friend. That guy.
Okay.
No, you never seen the movie?
I have.
I've not.
Katie's staring at us like...
I mean, I know the line because everyone says it, but I've never actually watched...
everyone said that.
I've never actually watched The Godfather.
It's not The Godfather, it's Scarface.
Sorry, well, neither, to be fair.
Okay. So the main theme to the movie Scarface is a song that I've played on Behind the Riffs before. That would be Push It to the Limit by Glenn Frey and Giorgio Moroder. So we know the song, right? The Push It to the Limit, you know? So when they brought the Scarface character into the Payday universe, they made him a theme song, which was like very heavily inspired by like it's like this song is almost a this song is almost a homage to like 80s montages.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why I sort of picked it as the getting ready for battle song. Because like I can see this as like the scene in a movie where like it's almost agnostic to the setting. Like you could be like a bunch of guys like sitting there sharpening their swords, bunch of guys sitting there like loading ammo into magazines, bunch of people getting ready for like, you know, anything like a contest, a battle of the bands, like so. And this song is personally special to me because of how many times I heard it in the game, and like that just repetition sort of makes something get stuck in your head.
Yeah. And
so this song is sort of just like permanently imprinted on me. So coming up next is Break the Rules by Simon Viklund. And that was Break the Rules by Simon Viklund from the Payday 2 soundtrack.
I'm sensing a theme here. I feel like your movie is very you're a big arena guy.
Yes, I'm very I don't know if the word is flamboyant, but it's that
I think there's a sense of flamboyance. It's cinematic, yeah.
Cinematic, theatrical.
Yes.
That was the word.
Theatrical. That's the word.
Yes.
Theatrical. You'd have a very theatrical movie, but you're a very theatrical sort of guy. In like just the way you speak, your mannerisms, the way you dress, you got the big long flowy hair, your big arm movements all the time. You're a theatrical sort of guy.
Yeah, so like that's why I think this stuff sort of fits. I think why I gravitate so much towards Swedish music.
Because it's very theatrical music.
Yeah, because they come from that sort of tradition. Like, you know, one of the most like theatrical bands of all time, ABBA, was like a really big influence on Swedish music.
It was, yeah.
But yeah, so that was the song that I imagine is like the montage sequence where you're getting ready for the big epic battle, whatever that is.
The big event, the life-changing event.
Yeah, exactly. So, I believe next up we have Scotty with his second song for the day.
Yes.
What do you got for us, big fella?
Yeah, so my next one, I guess, is it leans out of that should have listened. It's kind of like a new turning point in life, and you're starting to feel the pumping, the adrenaline, the excitement, I guess, of, you know, what's ahead. And my next song is one that was on the Hot Wheels Hot Hits back in the day, actually. It was
Hot Wheels!
Track number 1. It's POD. You don't hear the song on the radio that much anymore, but it's POD and Alive. So, you know, the words are very, very simple in that song. You know, I feel so alive for the very first time. I can't deny it. I feel so alive. So, you know.
So this is like the part where the new chapter in your life is starting to gain momentum, and you're really starting to feel like you can drop that sense of caution and just go at it.
Pretty much, yeah. That's sort of what it is. And, that's kind of like, when we talk about like walking out in a boxing ring and, this song's playing, that's exactly what it is,
That's what it is for you.
Yeah. So let's get it on the radio, and I'll come back and have more of a bit of a chat about it.
Well, this is Alive by POD. And that was Alive by POD. And that was a single from their fourth studio album, Satellite, on July 2001.
There you go. Yeah, it would have been about that time. Yeah, with about a year later, Hot Wheels Hot Hits came out.
And sorry, I just got to bring this one up before we continue. I didn't know that POD was a Christian band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But that seems to be the one. They were like a one-hit wonder sort of band where they just had,
with Youth of the Nation.
Then they had Youth of the Nation, and then that's it. No one ever heard from them again.
That was it. They were done. Like, we've come here, we've done our job, we've left.
We need to do some Behind the Riffs on like one-hit wonders.
We absolutely do.
Well, see, so the Rockmeister, right? He does a one-hit wonder show for Radio X Gold, and every so often these songs, like rock songs, creep into it. And I'm like listening, and I always think that too. I'm like, got to do one-hit wonders.
Got to do a one-hit wonder.
But back to that song. I guess it's pretty self-explanatory if you listen to the lyrics, right? Why I feel so alive, and it's simply, you've turned a chapter in your life, and that's the that's the where you're headed. You know what I mean?
There's a big difference between like just existing and going through the motions and actually feeling alive.
That's right.
Yeah, and actually feeling like not just a sense of completion, but a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah. That's it. So, yeah, kind of all fits in there perfectly. So, yes.
Well then, tonight. So this is Kaite's part of our like getting ready for the big moment theme. What have you chosen, Kaite?
I have chosen Jekyll and Hyde by Five Finger Death Punch.
G'day.
Not one that I've heard myself, but I have listened to a bit of Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, it's been around for a little bit. I think it was 2015 it was released from memory. But this is a bit of a heavy song. And to me, I chose this song for a couple of reasons. One, because like the term Jekyll and Hyde in and of itself is like, there's two sort of conflicting parts to you, right? And for me, this song is like, it's the, I just want to live my life. I don't want to have to, go back and forth between the old and the new and all that sort of thing. So the song I just want to, there is a little bit of cuss words in this. I do apologize.
Oh, no.
Can't help
not
these
cuss
things.
words.
Not the cuss words.
Not cuss words on
No,
NCM
not
radio.
in a... Oh, no, cuss words in a rock song.
Absolutely.
That just won't do.
But it is. It's about for me anyway. It's about sort of releasing the little demon inside of you and just sort of tearing apart the old and the terrible and the moving forward of everything.
I like it.
Yeah.
Kaite going very deep for this episode.
I spent a long time thinking about this. And that's why I'd come up with these two songs. You gave me an assignment, and I thought about it.
That is awesome. All right, well let's get this on the radio. This is Jekyll and Hyde by Five Finger Death Punch, and that was Jekyll and Hyde by Five Finger Death Punch, the first single from their sixth studio album, Got Your Six, from 2015.
I was right.
That was an absolute banger.
Right?
And I see the theme.
It's, to me, like, it's like that you just get so sick of the boring, monotonous bullshit. And it's like, ah!
Yeah, it's almost like the progression from the previous song where it's like the first song that you picked where it's a band that's like doing something new after, being a part of your childhood, almost like stating like, okay, I need the permission to move on and be an adult now.
Yeah.
And this is like, I wasn't asking.
Yeah, basically. It's like we're doing this regardless. There is, like, I'm letting go of everything. And especially because in my teen years specifically, I went through this really big tragedy. My sister had passed away, so that led into a really big angry period of my life where I just, like, the anger bubbled beneath the surface for years. And it would take one little thing and this hair trigger temper would just, I'd fly off the handle and do something reckless and blah, blah, blah. And now that I'm much older, this song for me was the acknowledgement of, like, yeah, the anger was there, but we're moving on from this. We're not this anymore.
That it was almost like there was another person inside you and now you've sort of moved along.
Yeah, there was another person that was suppressed for a while. There was the Jekyll and the Hyde,
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to be Jekyll, but I'm motherfucking Hyde. Like, we're moving away from this, like, disastrous person.
Yeah, like, this is once again really, really deep from Kaite. But we sort of got like these two.
Scared?
Oh well, I mean, you shouldn't have been because you did awesome.
Thank you.
But it just sort of these. I guess it sort of exposes the archetypes in our personalities. I guess the reason why we work together as co-hosts, that like I've got this very like loud theatrical sort of personality. Kaitie's got this very intense personality, and Scott's got this very introspective personality.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's like it was very, very aptly reflected in our song choices, I think.
I think so. Do you have any questions, Scotty, upon my choice of song?
No, I don't. I thought it was great. Like, actually, if anything, it surprised me that a Five Finger Death Punch song was your song of choice, because
me too.
Rock is not your genre of choice.
Well, I got no beef with rock. It's just I have a lot of love for other genres as well.
Yeah, and me too. Like if this had been on like a variety station where you could play any genre, I'd have picked different songs.
Yeah, ABBA. It comes to mind.
Really?
Oh no, that's not that song. What's that song? Time of your life. Tortured through your childhood.
Oh my goodness.
Or The Cause, or songs like that. Shania Twain. Anyway, let's stop alienating our audience. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you think that my song was a banger. I think it slaps personally.
No, that was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
and I think I have heard that song before, possibly on Radio X, actually.
I've showed you this song briefly, but never when you were like intentionally listening to it.
Yeah. No, that was really good. I liked the way this episode turned out.
Me too.
I think we might have to do more of this.
Yes. And just a very quick side note, because this is related to AM Mayhem and what we brought up on AM Mayhem, we'll put Behind the Riffs, this episode, on the AM Mayhem podcast channel. We'll just cut the music, like you can hear for the first 10 seconds, and then it'll go to a voice break. You know what
Sounds
I mean?
good.
So then
Yeah.
get a bit of cross promoting happening.
Cross promoting. You know what? I think that the
cross-promotion.
next version of this episode that we have to do is like where our movies ended up in the end. Where we
Yes.
think our life movies are going to go.
Yeah,
Anyone-
okay.
Anyone got the theme song for like Black Hawk Down? Oh, Danger Zone. There you go. Kenny Loggins comes to mind.
The danger zone.
Danger zone.
If anyone worked out who I was married to, they would laugh.
That just always makes me think of the only thing I'll be able to think of whenever someone brings up Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins is the TV show Archer.
Really? That's what you think of?
Yeah, because every time someone mentions Kenny Loggins, he's just like, Danger Zone.
I mean, to me, the obvious one is Top Gun.
Yeah, I just think of Val Kilmer.
No. No, all I can think of is just that bit from Archer, just the Lana, what? Danger Zone.
Oh my god.
Jeez, okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, so that was an episode of Behind the Riffs. Little bit of an experimental sort of format, but I think it played well for us.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you very much to Scott and Kaite for reducing my workload for this episode by 2/3. That was actually really fun, by the way. Like I got a giddy little thrill out of being like, Scotty, what do you got next for us, big fella? Because that's usually what you say to me.
That's right. That's right. But no, it's how we work as a team, right?
But yeah, you can catch us every week on Saturdays, 3 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time, 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and also across our various platforms and whatnot that can be found at daremediagroup.com.au.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank
got
you
through it.
very much, everybody. I've been Nathan. Scotty.
And I'm Scotty.
And I'm Katie.
And that was Behind the Riffs.
Goodbye, everyone.